This is Due to Bet Sports.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Due to Bet Sports, a special Tuesday edition. Going to do it a day early because of the holiday this week. And like Mike points out, rivalry week is here. Always fun. We've got some very intriguing college football games to talk about. Along with the NFL, I think the NFL is a really good slate this week, actually. We poke fun at the NFL, and deservedly so, but there's some big games coming up this week in NFL as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the week. This is the most fun. I kind of hate that we're not going to be home on Saturday, but there's really a lot of good games Friday as well.
Yep.
So this is my favorite week. Anything can happen. So much is on the line.
Mm-hmm.
The playoff thing's not settled by any means yet. It's just drama everywhere. So let's get after it. It's going to be fun to talk about this week.
Speaking of drama, I don't know if there's any bigger drama than what's happening in Oxford, Mississippi right now. We'll start with that because you said going to be some good games Friday. That's our first ranked matchup. Friday, 11 a.m., Black Friday in Starkville, Mississippi. Mississippi State needs a win to go to a bowl. Ole Miss doesn't know who the coach is going to be after this game, even though they're in the playoff. This is crazy. What do you think happens here? Ole Miss is a 7.5-point favorite in the Egg Bowl against Mississippi State.
Well, can we talk about Kiffin for a minute?
We can.
I've done a lot of thinking on this. And first of all, okay, what has he ever done?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay. What is his strength? Developing quarterbacks, I guess.
Well, I think offense in general.
And also, could we add maybe he's the best at the portal of anybody?
Yeah, I would say he's very, very good at the portal. Yes.
So we determined maybe that's the most important thing in hiring a coach these days.
Yep.
All right. Here's my problem. Okay, he does a good job of coaching, but he's all about himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he's proved this.
Mm-hmm.
Because most coaches would have said, come and talk to me after we figure out what the playoff situation is.
Right.
In reality, he's thrown his team under the bus.
100%. And that's why this is a very tricky situation.
Yeah.
Even this week, this is a team in Mississippi State that is they're not a great team, but they're not awful. This is not going to be a walkover.
No. And it's a rivalry. And it's at Mississippi State. And if you've lost focus, and I don't see how they cannot lose focus.
Mm-hmm.
But my point is, if I'm an AD or if I'm in charge of hiring somebody, why do I want to do this with this guy? Because he's going to do the very same damn thing to you.
Yeah.
And the players make the coach, but he doesn't see it that way. Mm-hmm. It's all about him. And he has thrown his team under the bus. And I wouldn't want a guy like that.
It's a few things. It's odd. The statement from the athletic director on Monday was
extremely
bizarre.
Odd.
Yeah. I somewhat expect an announcement, hey, I'm staying on Monday.
But why did he do it this way?
No, I mean, the athletic director made a statement like, hey, we're not worried about it. We're not going to talk about it. Let's go.
But why did they talk about it anyway?
Well, I think because it's such a thing that's just hanging over the program. And the deal of it is, that is not a good sign, I don't think, for Ole Miss. That is just weird and bizarre. It is crazy. I still think he's staying, but man, it's odd.
It doesn't make. I mean,
and you're right. Like the current situation is just kind of dangling out there.
It's there, and why make a statement after the Egg Bowl? Will tell you.
I know, and it's like, well, why not just come out and say I'm staying if I'm staying? It's crazy.
Or why not lie and just, if I'm the Mississippi people, say we have no comment on this till after this game.
Yeah,
or leave us alone. We got to win this game.
To me, the statement made it worse because it just grew in speculation. Whether whoever's right, whoever's wrong, whatever's going to happen, it amped up almost this talk. So,
I mean, the way I read the statement, and I guess we're talking about, we'll let you know after the Mississippi State game.
Yeah, right.
Is we don't want to mess this game up because we have to win this game. But if he decides to leave, we're going to make an announcement that he ain't coaching the playoffs. Because I don't see any way you can let him coach in the playoffs if he decides to leave. Do you?
Yep. No.
You just can't.
I mean, it's not. That's not happening. No.
And it's almost like that's what they're saying. Leave us alone. We got to win this game. Because I guess theoretically, if a lot of things happen, they could get knocked out of the playoffs if they lose. Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, it would make it weird. I think they could still get in, but it would. We talked about some scenarios off air that could make this thing really weird, and you need to win to just feel good about it.
You do,
and a win, and you're going to host, and that's important too.
It is. It's terribly important.
Yeah.
And he's, to me, the number one issue with him is it's all about him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not, he has no regard for the players.
Yeah.
Because he should have just came out and said, I'm not talking about this. These other schools are just going to have to wait.
Yeah.
Till we see where we're at.
Right.
And we won't know that. So leave me the hell alone. I'm engrossed in getting my team ready. Instead, as rumor has it, I don't know if it's true or not, he sends his family to these places checking out houses.
It could be, he's a very clever guy.
Well, he's clever. Yeah, I agree.
A lot of me is like, I wonder if he has said behind closed doors, he's staying at Ole Miss and they're doing all this as a show. And the people, like, including the team, kind of knows that it is.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but why is that necessary? That's just,
I don't know. It just feels weird to me.
He is strange.
Yeah.
And you and I have seen this team in person.
They're really
and
good.
We both think they have a chance to win the national championship.
They're really, really, really good.
They're really good.
When you think of what OU has done on defense since, and you go back and watch what Ole Miss did to OU's defense,
right?
They're really, really good.
They're the only team that's OU's had a hard time stopping.
Yeah.
They struggled a little bit with Tennessee as well, but they eventually got that straightened out after the first 2 or 3 drives.
Yeah.
And they never could stop Ole Miss consistently in that game. And they were very, very good. They're good all over the field. So jeopardizing I thought you coached to get into national championship games and to get a team that's worthy of winning a national championship. Right. So why do you want to screw it all up on what might not be any more than, and I say this in jest, but $5 or $10 million, which whatever he's going to be getting is chicken feed. That's stupid to say that, but
they kind of think the speculation is Ole Miss is going to match. So I
guess my point is you got a team now that's worthy of winning the national championship.
Yeah.
Well, you've got 3 or 4 years before you could build one somewhere. Well, I don't know with the portal, maybe not, but you got to go to a dumpster fire in LSU.
Yeah.
That's a mess. Why would you want to go there when the governor's gotten involved?
Right. Yeah.
And Florida is really, to me, it's the better job, but they're really down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a rebuild.
It's crazy.
For sure. Yeah.
So back to this game, they should cover that. They definitely are better than Mississippi State, but if your focus is off a little bit, Mississippi State can score.
Yep.
I don't think they have enough defense, though, regardless of what Mississippi's attitude is.
Yeah.
So if I was going to bet them, which I'll stay away from it because there are just too many unknowns, I would take Ole Miss to cover.
Yeah, I agree. I would take Ole Miss to cover as well. But, the thing that's going to be, like you said, Mississippi State can score, and I don't think Mississippi State can stop them. But if they stop themselves with a few turnovers or,
if they don't play, if they're sloppy,
careless play, they'll get beat.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's where focus comes in.
I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm with you. I'm going to stay away. I'm very intrigued to watch it. I still believe after all this, he's staying at Ole Miss. I just don't think you're leaving this team. I just don't.
But it's a mystery why he's done it the way he has. But
anyway, it has, and maybe at the end of the day, something will happen. We'll go, okay, I get it now. I could see that happening.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I just have a hard time thinking he's come up, he's built this team, and this is a team that is on the cusp of, like I said, maybe if they don't win the national championship, they could make a run at this thing, and he's going to be in Florida or LSU while the assistant is the head coach. I just don't see it.
It's hard. It's hard for me to fathom as well, but we are dealing, as you've said, with a different breed of cat.
Yeah.
And here's the other reason I don't have any confidence in Mississippi State. I saw Missouri last week. And Missouri, without their starting quarterback, ran up and down the field on Mississippi State.
Yeah.
And it was running the ball.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything fancy.
No.
And they just killed them. And that's why I don't think Mississippi State can handle Ole Miss.
I agree. I think all things being equal, this is a game Ole Miss should win and cover.
They should win easy.
Yeah. So that's why I don't want to take Mississippi State just on the chance of Ole Miss isn't ready, because what if they are?
Well, here's the other thing too. Vegas is thinking Ole Miss is not going to be focused, or that line should be a heck of a lot more than that. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Even if it is a rivalry
game on the road, I was thinking it'd be more like 10
or 12.
Yeah,
10-1 against 5-6.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels a little fishy. Yeah.
So they think there's going to be distractions, I think. So anyway, it's Friday at 11 o'clock and it's must-see TV. So
yeah, it's going to be cinema. I don't know what's going to happen in that game. I still think the most likely outcome is going to be like 42-24 Ole Miss.
I do too. I just can't see them stopping them.
I can't either.
No.
All right, speaking of stopping people, that's not what Kansas does. Utah, who got a huge scare against Kansas State had that game won, and blew it last week out in Utah. Now Utah goes to Kansas this week. The Utes 12.5-point favorites here against the Jayhawks. I don't know if Kansas can put up any sort of fight. What do you think?
No, I don't either. But have you heard some of the stats? Like K-State ran for almost 500 yards. Rushed.
K-State's the weirdest team of the year, in my opinion.
When is the last time you heard a team gain 500 rushing yards and get beat?
I don't know that we have 500 all season.
That's true. I don't know what that means, but I don't know what that feels like, but that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the voters have that they like so much in Utah.
No, I don't either.
I don't get it. They haven't beat anybody. Texas Tech went in there and drilled them.
Yeah.
BYU beat them, which is their two best opponents.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they still have an outside chance of getting in the Big 12 championship game, but the voters like them for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't at all.
No.
Kansas State has got to just be, they weren't having that good a year anyway, but my God, you score 47 points in Utah, run for almost 500 yards rushing, and you get beat.
Yeah.
And I also heard him say they had a 75-yard run called back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Anyway, back to this game. I'm with you. I don't think Kansas, but you better take the over.
Yeah, exactly.
59.5 is extremely low, I think, because Kansas can score.
Kansas can really score, and Kansas can run the football on you for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to bet it at all. Utah should cover.
Yeah.
But any team that gives up 500 yards rushing is a little bit dicey to bet.
you don't imagine that happens at Utah.
No.
That is not. They're known for defense.
Yes, it's the most shocking thing. I first of all, when we saw the score, when we get in the car and we're kind of looking at the scores, we're going, what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
I think when we first noticed it was like 47-37 or something like that. What is going on?
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought there was turnovers all over the place. No, it was just long runs. Anyway, if I was going to bet it, I think I'd look at the over a lot. And then because the over, we're looking 31-30 and you cash.
Yeah.
I can see that. Or if you want to take the points, I would go with Utah.
Kansas can really score. So
yeah.
I went Utah on the points as well because I don't trust Kansas defensively at all. I don't think Kansas is very good.
Period. No, they're not.
Yeah. Speaking of not very good, Georgia Tech, the wheels have fallen off here. They will play Georgia this weekend in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Georgia minus 14.5 here after back-to-back. Well, not back-to-back, but 2 out of the last 3 for Georgia Tech. Just not good. And really, the one they won was Boston College. They didn't play with a shit there either. No. At one point, I thought this would be a battle. Now, this feels like Georgia big in this game.
Oh, I think so. What has happened to Georgia Tech's defense? That's the mystery.
They can't stop anybody.
They got back in that game.
Yeah.
After we got home, it was 28-14 at the half. We got down 28-0. They got it to 28-14. They came out and took second half kickoff down the field, and King threw a terrible interception, and Pitt ran it back for a touchdown, 35-14. And they kept knocking on the door, and they got it to 35-28. Boom, first play up the middle for 75 yards.
Yeah.
By Pitt.
Yeah.
I'm all over Georgia here. I think they just killed them.
Yeah, especially after what happened last year. I think they'll be focused and ready. I think Georgia's playing really good right now as well.
I do too.
I think you're right. Yeah, this is
Georgia's, if they lose, they may drop out of the top 4.
Mm-hmm.
They might. I don't know, depending on what happens. So I think they'll be focused as well. It is a rivalry, and not a big one, I don't think, because it's one-sided. Didn't used to be, but it is now. So I do. I'm thinking 38-10.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I just don't think it's going to be a close game. I think Georgia has been last 2 weeks. And I know it's like it was just Mississippi State, but they annihilated them.
They did,
and they pretty much annihilated Texas too. Yeah. All right.
Oh, they killed Texas. Yeah,
they're both with Georgia there. Shouldn't be much of a game here. Indiana's final regular season game at Purdue. It is a rivalry, but Indiana minus 28.5. Any thought on this one at all?
Nope. I just don't think Purdue can stay with them.
No.
And I heard somebody talking that Indiana ought to rest all their players because it doesn't matter. Don't get them hurt for this game. This is not the NFL. This is college. This is a rivalry game. Maybe not so much in football, but because Purdue's not very good, but it sure is in basketball. Some of those Indiana-Purdue games in basketball mean a heck of a lot. They are not going to rest their players in this game. So
I think sometimes people say things that, like, from the outside looking in, it makes sense. But I don't think they really realize what college football is.
Yeah.
You're not resting games against a rival.
No.
You're just not.
You don't want to lose, period.
No.
That's just so dumb. In the pros, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Here,
I mean, Indiana's going to be ready to play. Let's put it that way.
They will be ready.
Texas A&M, speaking of teams going to be ready to play, Texas A&M and Texas right here in this one. A&M looking to go undefeated. A&M looking to go undefeated here in the regular season. 2.5-point favorites Friday night at Texas. A&M was laying for them last year. Texas beat them on their home field. A&M wants this game desperately bad. Who do you like here?
I hate the Longhorns.
Yes.
I think they're going to beat them.
Oh, my God. You do?
I do. I don't think A&M's that good.
Man, okay. You still don't believe in them.
No. Their schedule has been shit. They beat Notre Dame in the second game of the year.
Yep.
Do you think they'd go up there and beat them now? I don't.
I don't know because I don't know about Notre Dame.
Okay. They beat LSU. They beat Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's their best wins.
Yeah.
They did not play Oklahoma. They did not play Georgia. They did not play Alabama. They did not play Vanderbilt. They did not play Tennessee. You talk about a team that had the schedule.
Right.
Texas is good enough to beat them.
Yeah. I don't know.
Arch is getting better. He's the key. If he plays well, I think their defense can shut them down. I'm taking Texas.
I couldn't do it. I'm taking A&M.
I don't like A&M. I hate them about as much as Texas. I think A&M would be better off they had a loss. That's dumb to say, but I just don't. I'm not sold on them. I think Texas is playing a little better, especially Arch.
I mean, we're 2 weeks out from them losing 35-10. I don't really care that they scored 52 against Arkansas.
I know. I just think they're out of the playoffs pretty much. It'd have to be all kinds of shit happen for them to get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And the only reason they would get in is because they're Texas. I just think they're going to go out there and play their butts off. And I kind of think A&M might choke.
I think A&M could choke. I do think that is a possibility for sure. This is, whether A&M wants to admit it or not, this is a big brother, little brother game.
Oh, it's definitely.
And little brother is A&M.
There's no question.
And that is where I'm at, where it's like, I've seen this little brother, big brother, Oklahoma State in a couple of years where Oklahoma State was the better team and we'd beat them.
I just if the game was at A&M, I wouldn't be thinking this much. But I think the Longhorns have underachieved this year.
No doubt.
And I think they're sitting down there and they're just waiting for them. If they don't turn the ball over and make a bunch of dumb mistakes, I think they beat them.
All right, I'm going A&M. I don't believe in Texas. I don't.
I just think I don't know. And you want to know something else? I'm rooting for them.
For Texas.
I don't like A&M at all.
No, I think you may have lost.
When they come out in their uniforms, I'm sure I will change and root for A&M.
I'll be rooting for A&M.
As soon as I see Sark dressed all in white, for some reason he wears all white.
Oh, that's a good look. I think that's a real good look.
Well, whatever. And then I hear him start bragging about him and Arch. I will go back to Texas A&M.
Well, you're bragging about Arch, and he hasn't done anything to. I'm sorry.
Well, he's getting better. He's getting better.
Okay.
And that will be one reason I will probably switch, because I don't want to hear how wonderful he is if they win.
Well, look, I would not be shocked. I don't think it's a slam dunk, but I'm taking A&M. I'm sorry. I don't believe in this Texas team. I don't necessarily think Texas has that good of a defense, to be honest with you.
We'll see.
I don't.
We'll see if they do, because they're going to get tested.
Tell me why you think they do.
I've seen them play pretty well at times. I think, I'm not totally sold on them. I just am waiting for A&M to lay an egg.
I think A&M wins this game.
Okay. That's
and
fair.
I have been waiting for A&M to lay an egg for a while.
That would be the smart thing.
Yeah, I think they win. And I do, like, Manuel's right. Like, the line kind of says Texas is going to win the game.
Well,
that's a short line.
That's because it's Texas against A&M.
I agree. I think that's a lot of it.
Texas
Mike is very confident
in
A&M.
They still get more respect than they deserve.
Yeah. Dennis asked, do you think A&M might look towards a future game?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, they hate them.
No. Yeah. Do you think if Louisville plays Kentucky, they're looking ahead? No, is the answer.
Oh, absolutely not.
Exactly.
And the thing is, in college, these rivalries mean so much.
Yeah.
And Texas A&M's got all this momentum. You don't want to lose going into the playoffs.
No, you do
still
not.
be playing great football.
And you do not want to lose to this team. So.
Yeah.
All right. You're going Texas. I'm going to go Texas A&M. I am.
Are you shocked?
I'm shocked. No, not really. Not really. I kind of felt like this was coming, to be honest. I am beyond excited to watch this game.
I'm too. I'm glad it's on Friday.
I am thrilled we don't play at 11 and we have to leave at 5 a.m. So we can.
Well, I didn't know for sure when the game was, and when I was previewing them all today, and I saw it was on Friday, I go, oh, good.
Yes.
Because this is the one I want to watch. Well, there's a couple of others that we're not going to get to watch, but this is good.
All right, let's go Arizona State here. Arizona may be ranked this week too. Mike made a good point earlier. These rankings, the new ones come out tonight, so
true.
We'll have some different stuff. But
exactly,
whatever. Arizona State here. Arizona -1.5.
Don't get this one either.
I do.
Because
I like Arizona in this game quite a bit.
Well, I think this is going to be a really good night game to watch.
Yeah.
And we'll get to watch most of the second half of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Those of us that are watching A&M in Texas.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that they're favored at Tempe.
When you break the game down, though, Arizona looks like the better team.
Well, I think the fact that Arizona State's quarterback's out.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Mm-hmm. So
I think I actually like Arizona quite a bit.
I think this will be a great game.
Yeah. I think Arizona's going to beat them.
I mean, this is an underrated game because neither team's usually really good, but they hate each other.
Yep.
And this will be fun to watch. So
I think
I'm going to take Arizona State.
Okay.
But I can see why you wouldn't.
This Arizona team's pretty good. I really think
they are
good.
And I didn't realize till last week they had won 7.
Oh yeah, now they've won 8.
But it just couldn't. I don't know. It didn't register.
Yeah, and now they've won 8. So
they won 8. And they went to Cincinnati and won last week, I think.
2 weeks ago, and then last week they beat Baylor at home. So they're pretty darn good. I'm telling you,
they are. They got a really good quarterback.
Yeah, this will be a good game, but I think the Wildcats get it done. I do. All right.
I'm rooting for them.
Biggest game of the year for Ohio State right here. They go to Michigan. They got to get this monkey off their back. People are out there saying, boy, this year, I don't know when. People forget how big of a mismatch last year looked. They had them at home, and they got beat. So I don't subscribe to, hey, if it's not this year, it'll never going to happen type of stuff, because it's a little bit different, a little bit closer of a spread in it. It's at Michigan. Ohio State 9.5-point favorite. So
and you talk about a rivalry.
Well, of course.
It doesn't get much higher than this one. They hate each other. And, and what if Michigan wins?
It's a mess.
It's a mess if they do.
Yeah.
Because suddenly then the Big Ten has 4 legitimate candidates.
Correct.
You have Ohio State 11-1. Indiana will either be 12-0 or 11-1. They're both in regardless. And then suddenly you have Oregon and Michigan at 10-2.
Mm-hmm.
And Michigan hasn't really beat anybody, but they will if they beat the number 1 team and the defending champion.
That's right. So, yeah, I mean, to me, I don't think you can leave Michigan out if they win.
And I wonder what the tiebreaker is between Michigan and Indiana.
Michigan and Indiana.
Would
I don't know.
Indiana would be higher ranked? Maybe
because I don't know what that would be.
They didn't play each other.
Well, no, it would be. Hold on, it would be. It would probably be Indiana and Michigan that plays in it, wouldn't it?
Oh, that's right. Because Michigan, hell, they would knock Ohio State out of the Big Ten championship game.
Yeah.
Wow. Would that not be something?
That would be something. Yeah.
And then
Michigan,
what if Michigan went on and beat Indiana?
Yeah, I know.
Then you got mucho problems.
I know.
So I guess those of us that are not 100% sold we're in, like us, OU, got to root our butts off for Ohio State, don't we? That would be the easiest thing.
I guess I'm not worried about.
I have not even given it a thought that Michigan's going to lose, but I didn't either last year.
Right. It feels like Ohio State's the team.
It does.
Yeah.
All indications, but they do have a freshman quarterback going into the big house. My Michigan expert, which is one of my buddies, doesn't give them much of a chance because he says our defense is not as good as it has been.
Right. And that's how they won the game last year.
Yeah. And he said, I don't know if we can control them like we did. So I think the spreads, I didn't think it'd be quite that high.
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
No, yeah, I did.
It should be. It should
analyze the game. It does look like a 10-point game to me.
Oh, definitely. Maybe even 15.
Yeah.
But it's a rivalry. It's at Michigan, and I don't think this game matters too much where it's played.
Mm-hmm.
This is one that I'm sorry that we're going to miss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and take Ohio State and regret it.
Yeah.
I probably won't bet it because I want to root for Michigan. No, I don't. I want to root for Ohio State, don't I? Yeah, I don't want any surprises.
I don't think it matters. I don't think it really matters.
Probably doesn't.
If Michigan wins, well, we beat Michigan, so
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That'll be a heck of a game. Maybe. If they can move the ball at all.
I think it's Ohio State, and it may be worse than 9.5. I'm taking Ohio State.
If Michigan cannot move it at all, they have no chance.
This team really, they don't look very good to me.
No, they've struggled against some poorer teams. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But they're sky high for this one.
Mike says he thinks OU fans really want to see OSU win here. I guess.
Well, there's two ways to look at it, Mike, and I see where you're going, and I was kind of that way too. But we beat Michigan, and a Michigan win over Ohio State makes that game even bigger for us. And I don't think you can take Michigan in over us. But to make it safe, I say, Mike, Ohio State needs to win.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
I don't see a world where Michigan's in over us, but hey,
you never know.
You never know.
That's a huge win. And don't forget, we beat them in the second game of the year, and memories get kind of short.
That's true. That is absolutely true. Ask Miami. Same loss total as Notre Dame. Notre Dame's ranked ahead of them.
Yeah, so, very true.
All right, Ohio State for both of us. Texas Tech goes on the road, take on West Virginia. West Virginia definitely playing better, but this is a different animal here. Yeah. Any upset alert here for West
give me the Red Raiders to cover too.
I agree.
Unless it's too cold up there, maybe.
That'll be all right. All right, Miami goes on the road to take on Pittsburgh. Huge game here. Mm-hmm. Pitt can still make the ACC championship game with a win. Miami minus 6.5 on the road. Miami still could get an at-large, needs some things to go right. What do you think?
How many times do they lose these games? Mm-hmm. I'm talking about Miami. These are the kind they have not been able to win, and it's kept them out of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I can't take Pittsburgh. I can't.
Mike says Cristobal going on the road to a sharp Pitt team. Are they? Not sure. Classic meltdown spot for the Cane. Pitt's win straight up. Problem is, I don't have a lot of confidence in Pitt. I don't have any confidence in Miami or Cristobal. I don't think Pitt's very good either.
Right.
And that's where they have a problem with this game.
Yeah.
I guess I would take the points in Pittsburgh, but I can't go as far to say they're going to win outright. I just don't think this team's that good.
No, and Miami usually loses these kind of games when it doesn't mean as much as this one does. Right? Like in the middle of the season.
Yeah, if they
go in there and Pitt's,
yeah.
They go in there and Pitt's 3-2 and they're undefeated and Pitt's got a pulse and they're decent. That's when they lose.
Yeah.
And so, Pitt's okay. I just don't think they're good enough to beat Miami unless Miami chokes like they do. So I can't argue with Mike on this at all. I just think they'll be ready.
I just don't think Pitt is any good. I think that's my problem.
I don't think they're very good on defense.
But I guess you could also say I don't think Miami's very good, and I wouldn't really argue that either. I mean, this is a Pitt team that lost to West Virginia. They lost at home to Louisville, which that looks worse and worse every week. They weren't competitive against Notre Dame. I mean, point to a good win they have. They don't have one.
Right. Miami has one good win. That's it.
That's the difference, really, when you look at the game. When you look at this game, Miami has beaten Notre Dame.
Right.
And that puts them a little bit above anything Pitt's done.
That's true.
Other than that, they kind of look the same.
They do.
I would argue that, I mean, they both lost to Louisville at home. I guess that the loss at SMU that Miami has, that doesn't look as bad as a loss at West Virginia. Miami beat Notre Dame. Pitt wasn't competitive with Notre Dame. Like I don't really see any way to get excited about betting Pitt in this game.
Yeah. Well, then you go, well, Miami lost to 7-4 Louisville. The best team in the ACC may be SMU.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Right now, anyway.
Right now, I think they're playing really well.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's not saying anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this is a game of who can get out of their own way the most.
Definitely.
Wins this one. Pitt does have, Mike is right. Pitt does have everything to play for.
Oh, they did.
Miami, it seems like a long shot, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So what are you going to go Pitt?
No.
You're going Miami?
Yeah.
All right. I'll go Pitt just so we get this one right. One of us will. All right. I don't think this is going to be a ranked game. We'll talk about it, though. Houston.
No, I don't.
It's not going to be ranked. Houston and Baylor.
There's no way Houston's 23rd. No way.
I would take Houston plus 2.5.
I think so. But we've said all along, Houston has played over their talent the entire year. And so I don't know whether they can. Baylor may have better talent than they do.
I don't think so at all.
Yeah. Baylor did come out and say they're keeping the coach.
Interesting. Well, I mean.
Well, I think it's a matter of there's so many coaching vacancies out there.
Yeah.
It's just maybe not the year to do that. Maybe
I was high on Baylor and lost money on them early, but they have been a gift late.
Yeah. I don't think they've got anything left. If Houston doesn't turn it over and play like crap, they'll eke this one out, I think.
You've been able to fade Baylor consistently and make money. And if you bid on the train, you might as well ride it one more time. Yep. That's the way I look at it.
I agree.
All right, let's keep her going here. Let's go to Central Florida and BYU. BYU 17.5 point favorite here. Win here, and they'll have a chance to make the playoff if they can beat Texas Tech next week. Central Florida kind of riding out the season. Central Florida almost lost to Oklahoma State. Which shows you the talent level they have. This seems like a blowout spot to me.
I think so too. If you want to pick a fairly large point spread, this is the one.
Yeah.
I don't see any way Central Florida gets up to play this game.
Yeah.
And BYU needs to win comfortably to impress the committee in case they do lose to Texas Tech next week. And they could have some sort of a say that maybe they deserve to get in. So I think they're going to be ready to play, and they're very tough to beat at home. And I don't see any way Central Florida gets up for this one.
Yeah, should be an easy one for BYU. All right, Oregon goes on the road to take on Washington. Oregon wins, and they're in. Washington's been a Jekyll and Hyde type of team. They're better at home, that's for sure. I know last week you're kind of like, this could be a little bit tricky of a game. How about now? What do you think? 6.5 point favorite for Oregon.
Maybe. I was pretty impressed with Oregon. The thing I haven't liked about Oregon all year is they haven't been able to score points, but here lately they're starting to. And I know USC can't handle that kind of, they just aren't physical enough. I don't think Washington has enough offense, though. There's been games they haven't scored. So I like the Ducks to win.
I do too. I don't really care for Washington. I think they're a little overhyped, honestly. I think Oregon gets it done. I'm not too worried about the Ducks this week. All right, LSU.
You know what, though, before we go on, Oregon's another team that's played absolutely nobody.
Well, they beat USC last week.
That's their best win.
Yeah, that's right.
The next best win, if you're going by records, is Iowa, and they were lucky to win.
Mm-hmm.
I put Penn State above Iowa because when they beat Penn State, they were playing really well.
Yeah.
But they haven't beat anybody at all.
No, they have not. You know, I do think that was a pretty good win last week.
It was. Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, the Indiana game, Indiana went in there and pretty much just beat them fair and square.
Beat the shit out of them. So
yeah.
But I do think they cover.
All right, let's go LSU, Oklahoma. Now Oklahoma a win, and pretty much they're going to be in. OU minus 10.5. The total 36.5 for this one. Let me repeat. Oklahoma football is playing in a game where the total is 36.5. We are officially Iowa of the South.
Mm-hmm. With a little more talent.
With, yes, a lot more talent, especially on one side of the ball.
One side of the ball. Well, we got better athletes. How about that?
Yes. This, to me, is a very fascinating game.
Did you watch the game last week, folks? If you
I think it's the same game.
You take the under.
Yeah. Yep.
Isn't that unbelievable?
It is. I can't believe we've gotten here to this point, but we
imagine LSU fans are saying the same thing.
Well, it's funny, when this game was released, I thought, man, the LSU probably going to be playing to try to get into a playoff, and we might be, probably not. And now it's flipped. But boy, I just feel like I've never seen a defense this good in my lifetime at Oklahoma.
No, it's pretty good.
And other than last year and maybe 2001, I've never seen an offense worse than what we have.
No.
So it's wild what's happening down there.
It's unbelievable. I never ever thought I would see us completely switch gears and be good on one side of the ball other than offense.
You know what's crazy to me? We were the laughingstock of college football defensively.
Yes.
I mean the laughing.
Embarrassing.
We're to the point now where our second team is one of the top 15 defenses in the country. There was a massive play in that game last week that happened. There was a lot defensively, but the one I'm thinking of, it's third down. We make a great play and stop them, but we get a targeting penalty.
Yep.
And basically what happened is the ball comes to the receiver, and our safety, shoves him, but he got his hands up in his face.
He didn't hit him, but it was targeting.
It was targeting.
By the rule.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
It was.
He did it. He did everything right. He just got his hands up a little too high. We bring in a kid that hasn't played all year, hardly. And it definitely hasn't played in any kind of a big situation. Missouri does exactly what you should do in that situation. They go after him.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's open. Our safety, who hasn't played, comes in and makes an incredible interception and flips the game back in our favor.
Exactly. And it happens all the time on this team.
It's happening game after game. Guys will make a play, and you and I'll go, who the hell even was that? I didn't know.
I thought that was him, but I wasn't sure.
Correct. Yeah. It's like, yeah. You see it and you go, well, I think that's so-and-so, but let me look it up real quick. That's how good this defense is and how good Brent Venables has done on that side of the ball. It's incredible. Michael Boganowski, a guy that he makes plays, but he's just kind of, forget about him. And then it's a 3rd and goal, and they run the ball with their stud running back, and he just comes up one-on-one and murders the guy and stuffs him. And guess what? They block a field goal in the next play. Like they have.
It's not a starter.
They have 30 guys on defense that can come in and play.
They did all this. They've done it in the last 2 games because R. Mason Thomas got kicked out of one of them for targeting.
Yep.
And arguably he's our best player. I don't think he is, but everybody else does.
I do.
He's our highest rated as far as NFL.
You don't think he's one of our best players because when he comes out of the game, you don't see a drop off because the guys we have behind him are so damn good.
I'm not saying he's not good. I think number 10 is our best player, but that's
listen, that may be, but
anyway,
bottom line is most teams, almost all teams, if they lost their All-American defensive end, you would notice a difference
for the whole game.
There's no difference. He's been out the last 2 games, and we actually the last 2 and 3 quarters, 0 difference.
Yep.
0.
But the problem is when you get into these games and you cannot score and you have no options to go to on defense. I mean, on offense, you don't have a play you can run. You just don't. You don't have any confidence in anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can lose.
Mm-hmm.
We're winning the turnover battles in these last 3 games. I don't think we've turned it over.
No, and we turned it over twice against Tennessee.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we haven't since.
Mm-hmm. No.
Well, suddenly, let's say you do turn it over a couple times, and it leads to points.
Mm-hmm.
Even though LSU is struggling about as much as we are, we can't score against anybody.
And the point I was trying to make is when you flip it over to the offensive side of the ball, there's nothing there. There's no depth whatsoever.
None. Mm-mm.
We literally had one running back that could play last week, and he was hurt.
He had braces on both knees.
Yeah. We have.
This is the University of Oklahoma, and they have no running backs.
They have one, and he is hurt. Both knees are hurt.
Well, and their backup could only play a play or 2 because he's walking around, can't hardly move.
Exactly. And then their other guys either have quit on the team because they want a red shirt, or they never showed up to play one down this year.
Yeah.
Even though they got all the money. So
yeah.
It is unbelievable how well coached and well built and just how unbelievable the defense is and how the offense is just a total dumpster fire.
It is.
It's crazy. The only difference is they're taking care of the ball better this year than they did last year.
And everybody goes, well, they got to fix it. It ain't getting fixed.
No, they don't have enough. They don't have enough on that side.
The only hope is get this win. And then you got 3 weeks till you play again. Mm-hmm. And you can change up some of the scheme that you're running, but you're still not going to be where you need to be.
It's just not going to happen. I do think Isaiah Satanga could play for everybody in the conference.
Well, there's no doubt.
I think that is a great player.
He is.
I think Xavier Robinson, when healthy, is a good player.
He is.
I'm not totally out on the quarterback, but he's just okay.
He is just okay.
Then that's it.
That's being nice.
Yeah.
But as a couple of guys that we listened to have kind of pointed out, and you've mentioned it, they're asking him to do too much.
Yeah.
And he's not that good a player to be putting all of I guess they have no choice. I don't know, but he's involved in every play and he's having to make decisions on every play.
Yeah.
And he's having to think too much. And he's not good enough to be able to do this. And he's not good enough to carry an offense by himself. No. And you can't blame him for that. He's just not.
I think he got a little overhyped, and I think he's just kind of
he's tough as a boot.
Yeah.
And he's a great teammate. You know, everybody, a great leader.
Yeah.
He is tough as nails. And I think he'll do something decent to win this game because LSU scored 13 points against Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
And they have a backup quarterback. He's a freshman.
Yeah.
I mean, they're coming to Norman.
If OU gets 24 points, the game's over for sure.
I think if they get 20, the game's over.
Probably. Yeah.
It may if they get 17 like they did last week.
Probably.
This team's not as good offensively as Missouri.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
So this is going to be tragic if they don't pull this off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I was on pins and needles the entire game because you can't make a mistake. The offense cannot make a mistake.
Well, that's the key. I think. I think they're going to win this game. I'm more worried about this one than I was last week. But what I'll tell you is, well, I'll tell everybody is, they're like you just said, they're one or two big mistakes away from being in big trouble against anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody in the country.
Yeah.
And that's what's so scary.
But what's the flip side of it is their defense is good enough to beat anybody.
Oh, it totally is.
Yeah. So, and their special teams is
right.
It is.
And it's because they have two fantastic kickers.
Yeah. They're tremendous. Yeah. So,
and everybody's going, you need to give that special teams coach this huge raise. And I just die laughing because what makes a good special team coach? A kicker.
Yeah.
Now they do cover well.
They don't have to cover though.
They don't have to cover. And let's say this kicker was just average. We wouldn't be talking about the special teams coach.
Well, we wouldn't be talking about the playoffs either.
I mean, I could be a special teams coach. You find some guys that can go out there and tackle, and you put them on the field. And you find a kicker that's what's he made 25 in a row.
He's 21, I think.
Yeah, and some of them, most of 5 or 6 of them have been 50 to 55 yards. Yeah. And he's only missed one, and it was the very first one he kicked.
Yep.
And you got a punter that's averaging like 49 yards a punt.
Yeah.
And they're bitching about he's punting it too far.
Yep.
Well,
look, I mean, the bottom line is if the kicker misses any of those kicks against Alabama, Tennessee, or even the Missouri kick, that was a big kick. I don't know that we win. I mean, the University of Oklahoma is winning games with special teams and defense.
And I'm just holding my breath because anytime he kicks it, because the law of averages, which I'm a law of averages guy, he's going to miss one.
Well, what's crazy is we're sitting there. It's 14-6. He's lining up for a kick against Missouri. I mean, it's a kick he's made and he's sleeping. We're all sitting up there going, geez, he's got to miss one of these. And how big is this going to be if he misses? Yeah. And Missouri's still in this game. And not only is he making them, they're never in doubt once they come off the leg now.
Let's don't talk too much more about it.
I know.
You're absolutely right.
But it's true. Like
they're just straight in the middle.
Yeah, as soon as the ball leaves the line of scrimmage, you're like, good, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never even a doubt. But we got to quit talking about it because it could happen. Yeah. But what a year if he doesn't win the Lou Groza, they don't even need to have an award.
Right.
Because he's doing this in the SEC.
I know. And he's making 50-plus yarders on the road at Tennessee and Alabama.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not at home, and he's just, I mean,
it's unbelievable.
And they're high pressure kicks. They're kicks. If you miss it, you're screwed.
I know. When you sit around and you think about this season, you won't. It's just unbelievable.
It is.
I'm sitting around and I go, how is this team still alive with a legitimate chance?
They won back-to-back weeks, gaining less than 300 total yards. Back-to-back weeks, less than 300 total yards. In Alabama, they had less than 220. I think it was like
they had 212
and won. And last week, Missouri outgained them. I think it was like 280 to maybe 300.
Well, and 87 of those yards came on one pass,
one play
where he threw the ball 15 yards.
Right? Yeah.
It's the worst offense I've ever seen on a good team.
Yeah. So I agree here. Pedal is like, our offense is not good, and they're not going to figure it out. No, this is who they are. I think the only thing that can help is if they just stylistically just say, you know what, we're going to just try to run over you, or we're just going to try to simplify this, run a few plays we think are going to be successful, and let's see if it helps. But
get rid of the RPO. Just get rid of it. They can't run it.
My problem is, this is 2 years in a row now where you can't run it. You got to get rid of it. But I watch teams run it every week.
But they can't.
I know, but why is what I'm saying. It doesn't make
Well,
sense.
that's a good
Everybody runs
question. You got to
RPO.
ask your all-star offensive coordinators for the last 2 years. Ran one out of town, and if we weren't winning, this one would be on the unemployment line real quick.
I'm telling you right
winning
now,
solves everything.
there's a lot. I don't know. There's a lot of people that want him gone.
Well, that's deservedly so. I might be one of them.
I don't think he's doing any better than Seth Luttrell, who got ran out of town.
I don't either.
I really don't.
From the get-go, though, this is the worst offensive scheme I have ever seen anywhere.
And here's the deal. Missouri's scheme, their plan, it didn't work.
No.
But at least when you watch Missouri, it's like, okay, I know what they're doing.
When they throw the ball, doesn't it look like a college team throwing the ball?
You talking about Missouri?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Their pass patterns.
Yes.
Their pass protection.
Yes.
Their routes. What does ours look like?
I don't know.
It looks like a junior high team that never throws the football.
It looks.
Believe me, I've coached junior high football. You can't throw the son of a bitch in junior high. That's what we look like.
It looks disconjointed.
It's just pathetic.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah.
He's running around. He can't stay in the pocket. He's looking here, and he gets sacked or throw. It's just ridiculous.
Well, the play before the 87-yard touchdown, he's got a guy wide open.
And throws
I think if Pedlo was out there, he could have hit the guy.
Well, that might have been a touchdown
him by 10 yards.
That might have been a touchdown as well.
I don't know if it's a touchdown, but it's a huge gain.
A huge play.
Yeah.
You see other teams run a bubble screen,
and
they'll get 5 or 6 or 7. Why do we even try to run it? We can't block anybody.
We lose 6 yards on every bubble
every time, but they continue to run it.
Yep.
Why? I mean, common sense. If you're the offensive coordinator, we can't run this damn play. Ditch it. Right. Let's find something we can run. Oh, well, we can't run anything, coach. Okay, but we're not running that damn thing. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, we got to, step back and give a little credit. They didn't have a running back.
And I will say, I think Missouri's a pretty good defensive team.
They're very good.
Yeah.
They're a good football. They were good.
Defensively, I think they were good. Yeah.
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 Well, and they've scored a lot of points.
I think offensively, the quarterbacks are very average at Missouri.
Yeah, they're not real good. No.
Yeah. No.
And, there was I could see why some Missouri fans would be a little angry at some of the decisions that they made.
Yeah.
But I guess we ought to quit bitching and just be very thrilled that we are where we are. But old-time OU fans, like especially me, we know what we're wasting. Just like we knew all those years when we were so good offensively, what we were wasting.
100%. Yeah.
And it's the same thing. This offense is going to get us beat when we have a championship defense. And everybody's going, well, we're going to be just as good next year. You don't know that. You don't know who's going to be here next year.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Look, I think at the end of the day, you are right though. You gotta be happy. We're a long ways away from where we were.
We're back. We're back talking about it.
Yeah, this game specifically, I told you this walking to the car. This one terrifies me.
Well, I hope you're wrong.
And car Ramrod, close your ears when I say this next part.
What?
This is a real program coming in here.
And Missouri's not.
I don't have any fear of Missouri.
Oh, see, I did.
This LSU team, I mean, I understand that they are abysmal and it is a mess. You leave LSU in the game, I think they'll beat you.
Well, I'll agree with that. I just think they need their ass kicked off if they lose this game.
Oh, 100%. They shouldn't lose it. I'm just saying they scare me.
And if we had an offensive coordinator, which we don't, they would come up with some stuff that they could run this week. We don't ever put anything different in there.
No.
And okay, you're going to spread the field. Don't spread the field on first down.
No.
Don't do that because you can't. You're not very good at it anyway, and you don't get anything. And now you're 2nd and 10, and you can't do shit. No. How many times did he throw the ball deep on 1st down?
Yeah.
Wait till you might get lucky and get 2nd and 2, then throw it deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a poor offensive coordinator. And if we get beat, it's going to be because of the offense.
Well,
and
thank you for explaining that one. Like we didn't know that.
I have seen nothing that tells me this guy can handle this.
Yeah.
We're very limited. Okay. Well, we are, but we got some guys in there that are pretty highly recruited. And how about we come up with a little bit of original type stuff, and quit doing the same crap every week.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So is there any way we can get Lincoln to come down and be the offense? Well, he'd throw the game. So anyway.
Lincoln had his own troubles with the media this week.
Yeah, he did. Let's go
10.5. All right, we got to move on.
10.5. No, I'm not taking OU in 10.5. I'm going under 36.5.
Okay. Yeah, I'm. You know what?
Now wait a minute. You say LSU's going to give us trouble.
I think they're going to give us trouble, but I'm going Oklahoma minus 10.5. I'm going to be the positive one. I'm going to be the positive one in this one.
I'm going to end it with this. I'm not near as scared this week as I was last week.
And I'm just
you are, but I'm not.
Well, you got us through that one. You were scared and we won. So now I'm going to be scared.
I was terrified of Missouri. I just was.
I agree that on paper, Missouri presented a bigger threat. And I get what people are saying. They almost lost to Western Kentucky last week, talking about LSU.
Yeah.
It's still LSU. I'm just telling you guys.
I know.
I've seen this a million times. If you leave LSU in the game, like you left Missouri in the game, I guarantee you LSU is going to find a way to either win or make it very uncomfortable. I guarantee you. If they get up on them, let's say 10-0 off the bat, 14-0 on a perfect world, then you're going to see him quit. But the longer that game hangs, the more LSU's got to
I agree with that. I kept thinking that was what was going to happen last week.
And
you know what? They threw a touchdown pass and he dropped it, and that would have made it 17-13. And I don't know what would have happened had they completed that pass.
I know what would have happened. We would have went 3 and out. Okay. We would have punted the ball to them, and the defense would have either stopped them or they wouldn't have.
That's right.
And if that happens this week, LSU ain't dropping it, and they'll stop us, and the defense will be out there trying to win the game. I promise you that will happen. So the key to the game is get up early on them.
Well, that's the key. Then hang on.
No, if you get up early, I do kind of agree. LSU kind of pack it in.
They might.
Yeah, but you got to give them a reason. They're not. I guarantee you, LSU's not going to show up and roll over. I guarantee it. I don't care what happened last week. I don't care. It's too good of a program to just roll the ball out and say we're leaving.
I agree.
This will be a tough game. I promise you.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Hope I'm wrong.
Yeah,
seen it happen too much. I remember. I know it was in Norman last year, but it was like, oh, Alabama's going to beat Oklahoma by 50. It's going to be a joke. And Alabama let OU hang around, and OU made plays because they're Oklahoma. And LSU will do the same thing.
That's true.
I'm saying.
You're right.
All right. Vanderbilt and Tennessee next. We got to get going. We spent way too long on that. Tennessee minus 3.5. Vanderbilt could go 10-2 in the SEC and not get in.
I think if Vanderbilt wins this game and they don't get in, it is a crime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're better in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the crowd may intimidate them. I don't know. And there also is the uniform.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Tennessee's dominated them over the years. It comes into play. But they didn't have the quarterback that they got. They're good. I did not think they would beat Kentucky like they did, and they drilled their butts.
They looked really good that game.
They did. And I'm not real high on Tennessee. So this is going to be a fantastic game.
I think Tennessee gets them.
I hope so.
I don't hope so. I'm rooting for Vanderbilt, but I think Tennessee gets them.
I just don't want to. Vandy'd have to sit there and maybe not get in, and they've had the best. It's going to be a crime if they don't get in.
That's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. By the way, Cart, we're against each other in football, but we root for the same team in hockey, and I am beyond depressed about that situation.
He's a lot worse than I am.
I am
on hockey.
I am.
He's always more optimistic on his team in hockey.
I'm so depressed. All right, let's keep going. Car, if you got any words to make me feel better, please put them in the chat. I dread the games. I dread the games. All right, Missouri and Arkansas next. I don't know if Missouri probably won't be ranked, but we'll talk about it. Missouri's only a 2.5-point favorite here against Arkansas.
Isn't that a sketchy line?
It is a sketchy line. I just don't think you take Arkansas, though. I would take Missouri.
I would think Missouri should be favored by 10.
Yeah, I don't know about 10, but I do think here's a deal. We saw Missouri's offense up close. It's basically run over you type offense,
which they can do.
They can do against Arkansas.
Yeah,
I got Missouri in this game.
Me too. I think Arkansas is done.
All right, Virginia Tech and Virginia here. It's Virginia minus 9.5 win, and they're in the ACC championship game. Virginia Tech, it's been a disaster. Can they pull off an upset here? This is a big rivalry. Can they pull off the upset?
It is. Well, this is all, can Virginia handle the pressure? Right?
Yeah. I mean, that's all it comes down to, in my opinion.
Yeah. Can they handle it? The fact that it's at home is going to help.
And you're going up against a team who has no pressure whatsoever. So
no, they don't.
Always scary.
And you're not really that much better than they are.
Yeah.
Nobody in the ACC is much better than anyone else except Syracuse. It's probably the worst. And by the way, they play Boston College this week, so won't that be a dandy?
It will.
Yeah, I got Virginia to cover.
Yeah, Boston College and Syracuse, the worst game maybe of all time in college football.
That's a bad one.
I think Virginia Tech gives them hell, but I don't think they beat them. But I take Virginia Tech plus 9.5.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going here. Alabama and Auburn. This game is always tricky. Alabama 6.5-point favorite here. Auburn trying to salvage something. Alabama trying to punch their ticket to the SEC championship game.
This would salvage their season, that's for sure. If they could beat them, because they would knock Alabama out of the playoffs if they beat them.
Yep.
6:30. We're not going to get home in time to watch this one either. Anyway, I always love watching this game. It's one of my favorites. I don't think Auburn's good enough offensively to beat them. So I'm going to go with Alabama. I think it'll be close. I mean, I think it's going to be tight, but they'll pull away late because Auburn just can't muster enough offense, I don't think. Although we beat them, and Auburn's offense is not worse than ours, so it might be the same, but
yeah, I don't know. It's pretty bad. I'm going Alabama as well. UCLA and USC. Lincoln got in trouble with the media again. He was very, very salty. That was a incredibly classless and stupid question.
It was.
Now, how he reacted, you could say whatever you want, but that was a terrible question.
It was. Did you hear him talking about the guy was part of game day holding a sign out there?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forget where I heard this. Somebody I do trust said that he was, how they act in game day when people are out there holding signs and stuff. And a reporter, big time reporter, shouldn't be out there doing that.
No, that's crazy. Okay.
I guess I heard that Eddie and George. I guess is where I heard it. Anyway,
all right. Well, pretty funny stuff.
Yeah,
nonetheless.
I think see, well, they could be flat coming into this.
Yeah,
surely they cover that.
I would think so.
Yeah. Who cares?
UCLA had the moment, and then it fell off a cliff again. So,
yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's go Northwestern and Illinois here next. Illinois 6.5-point favorite in this one. Illinois probably won't be ranked when this thing comes out tonight. Northwestern got a big win. They are bowl eligible. It's be a tough game.
It will.
I kind of lean Northwestern in this
game.
I do
too.
Okay.
I think Northwestern is very well coached. They're pretty tough. Okay. And Illinois should not have lost last week. That was a bad loss.
Very bad loss. I think it's a close game. Game. Yeah, that's what I thought too. It was a kid out of the journalism school that was out there.
Okay.
It was a kid from Oregon in the journalism school.
Gotcha. Okay. Maybe he shouldn't have been allowed in there asking questions then.
Well, I mean, if he works for the school paper,
yeah,
I think so. But it was a really bad question.
Well, I would say their journalism school's not training them very well. How about that?
I would not let him do it again if I was a teacher. And I hate Lincoln Riley, but that was a terrible thing. I mean, that's just stupid. So, All right, Charlotte at Tulane. Couldn't happen to a better guy, though. Charlotte at Tulane next. Tulane minus 30.5 here. Charlotte is terrible.
Yeah.
So,
easy.
I guess.
Easy win for the Green Wave, as their coach has a huge decision to make, it sounds like.
Yeah, I think.
I believe he's going to Auburn.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure I would rather be at Tulane than Auburn. And then finally, Notre Dame and Stanford. Notre Dame minus 32.5.
I'm going to go Stanford in the points.
All right. Well, that's great. So Notre Dame, it's a tough schedule.
Win. Beat Cal. They're rolling.
It's a tough schedule Notre Dame has.
By the way, Cal fired their coach.
I saw that. Yeah. Notre Dame just playing the juggernauts.
When's the last time Cal won 6 games?
Yeah, I know. Well, he's been there forever. So
I know. Fire him because he didn't. I don't know.
Just a reminder. Just a reminder. You're going to hear debate tonight that Notre Dame should be ahead of Oklahoma. Let's list off the teams Notre Dame has defeated.
Okay.
Purdue.
2-9.
Okay. Arkansas.
2-9.
Boise State. They're not good this year.
7-4, I believe.
North Carolina State.
6-5.
USC.
That's their best win. 8-3.
Boston College.
1-10. Soon to be maybe. No, I think they beat.
They play Syracuse.
I think they beat them.
Navy.
Another powerhouse.
Pittsburgh.
They got a good record. 8-2, I think.
Yeah. Pittsburgh.
Another one. They beat them by like 35. 8-3.
And Syracuse.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. And then Stanford.
So they beat, if you're just going to take the power conferences and put the bottom 10 in the power conferences, Boston College would be in there. Purdue would be in there. And Syracuse would be in there. Right?
Easy. Yeah.
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 There's no way they should be ranked ahead of Oklahoma.
Arkansas would be in there.
Maybe not because they're in the SEC, but that's the only reason. When you're getting the top 10 of the power conferences, you probably would have to put them in there.
You'd have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are who you are. You've won 2 games. You lost to Memphis. I mean, I'm sorry.
So we got 2 from the AC. Who's another crappy one in the Big Ten?
I mean,
Maryland.
UCLA, would they be down
UCLA
there?
Would qualify, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm
Big
not.
12, Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State, yes.
West Virginia, maybe.
No, they've gotten.
They have won a couple.
Yeah, I would put them down there.
Yeah, so you're right. I guess Arkansas would,
maybe down there.
They're better than that, but still their record doesn't show it. So.
Stanford, Dennis said, would definitely be in there. I think
probably.
So. Yep. All right. Well, let's see if they can. Let's move them up to number 1 or number 2. I say, why not? All right. So, anything else before we go to the NFL?
I got 3 games in Conference USA.
Well, let's talk about them.
Oh my God, this is really bad. Western Kentucky, 2.5 at Jacksonville State. Tricky game for the Hilltoppers, but Jacksonville State isn't great. So that's one.
Okay.
Louisiana Tech at Missouri State. Missouri State 2.5. I think they cover that.
Okay.
We got their bubble burst last week, but
yep,
Louisiana Tech's not very good. And Kennesaw at Liberty. Kennesaw is 2.5. Liberty's not very good. I like Kennesaw State in that one.
Kennesaw looking to go. If Kennesaw wins, they'll go to the Conference USA Championship game after finishing last year.
That's right.
And they will take on the winner of Western Kentucky Jackson.
Right.
Yep.
And then go to 2 rivalry games in the SEC. They don't involve 2 teams from the ACC. Whoops. I mean, SEC.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, I think.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Used to be huge games. Here's one of them. Clemson and South Carolina. Tricky. I thought Clemson would be favored in this game. Did you?
I did too. I would pick Clemson, yeah.
I would too. They're too classy. South Carolina is too up and down, too goofy. Clemson's pretty much the same every week. I like Clemson to win that one, especially since South Carolina is favored. And scroll on down. There's the next one.
Florida
and Florida State. Man.
You want to bet this game? I don't know.
No, I just wanted to talk about it for just a second.
Yeah.
Whoever thought these 2 programs would be 5 and 6 and 3 and 8?
Yeah. I mean, it's
really crazy. And then both of them were ranked in the preseason.
Yeah.
I don't think Florida should be favored. But I don't know.
Yeah. It's
a
bad game.
I think they're keeping the coach, right?
That Florida State's keeping theirs. I don't know. Maybe they win that game. For Dennis, let's talk about Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky and Louisville.
Yeah. What do you think?
Has Louisville tanked it?
I mean, it feels like it.
I mean, I don't think that loss to by Kentucky last week matters to them.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened at Louisville. I don't know how you can take them.
I don't either.
Except they're at home, and I don't know if that matters. Kentucky can get bowl eligible. I don't know whether that matters to them either. I don't know. It's really a letdown game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I attempted to take Kentucky, but I don't think they're as good as Louisville. I don't know. That's a toughie.
Yep. I think I'd take Louisville in that one.
I'm going to stay away from it. I know that.
Fair enough. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Well, do you want to do it?
Let's do it.
All right. NFL starts on Thanksgiving. We actually have some good games, like I said, in the NFL. Packers and Lions to kick it off. The Lions were all out to beat the Giants. Packers are Jekyll and Hyde. Some weeks they look good. Some weeks they don't. They did look good last week.
They did.
Detroit's a 2.5-point favorite here at home. What do you think?
I believe these are the 2 best NFL games I can remember in quite a while on Thanksgiving.
I agree.
Usually we got a dog team going into Detroit or one going into Dallas, or Dallas is the dog team.
Yeah, this first game, really both games have traditionally been bad.
Yeah.
This is good.
Used to Green Bay and Detroit played a lot on Christmas Day or Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
They did. They used to back in the old days when Green Bay was really good, dominating the league back in the 60s. So Green Bay at Detroit, I don't like the way the Lions are playing.
I don't either.
They don't look good at all. But the game's there. I think they're going to win simply because I don't think Green Bay's offense is good enough. So I'm going to go with the Lions.
Packers. Give me the Packers. I don't believe in the Lions.
They look bad. This is a huge game in that division because the Bears are ahead of both of them. So the Bears benefit from whoever loses this one. And
it's
the loser is in
trouble. I don't know that I fully believe the Bears are going to hold on, but
I don't either, but
the longer it goes,
Well, and I would say, and I haven't looked at their schedule at all, but they got the last place schedule because they finished last. You would think their schedule wouldn't be too difficult down the stretch.
Going to be a good one. We're on opposite ends here. I think this game's, I don't even know how awkward or it's intriguing. Let's just put it that way.
That's what I was going to say. It's intriguing.
Yeah. Chiefs are 3-point favorites against Dallas. I think that's right. I do. I listen, the Chiefs got a massive win last week.
Huge.
I was more disappointed with the Colts than I was impressed with the Chiefs, is how I would describe it, though.
The Colts did the ultimate thing you can't do against the Chiefs, and that's sit on a lead.
Yeah, they gave that game away, in my opinion.
They did. They had them beat, and they had the Chiefs out of the playoffs, basically.
Yeah. Now that they have life, they take on a Dallas team that's schizophrenic.
But we're talking about just the same thing with Dallas.
I know.
21-0 looked like absolute shit.
I know.
And Philadelphia did something they don't usually do. They gave it away.
I know.
So now suddenly you got a Dallas team that I don't think their playoffs hopes are very high, but they still have life.
If they win this one, they're kind of back in.
That's right. And but here's the thing with them. I don't know whether you can't read them.
No.
They're not a normal team. A normal team would take that win, and man, they would come into this game Thanksgiving and just be out of their minds, ready to go. But they may come out and just lay an egg. You don't know what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts with their quarterback. You don't know what he's going to do. So I'm going to stay away from this one completely because I'm just not sure. I don't like the way, even though that was a great win for the Chiefs, gutty, all the good things you want to see, they don't look good. They do not look good.
No, they're not very fluid at all.
No.
What do you I'm not betting the game either. What do you think, though, if I made you pick it?
What's that?
If I made you pick it, though, like forget about money. I'm making you pick one side or the other here.
I think the Cowboys will choke.
That's kind of where I lean to. I just think the Chiefs are a little bit more reliable.
But there's no question about that.
Yeah. All right. We're both on the Chiefs. This game's interesting because it sounds like Joe Burrow is going to play.
Yeah, it is.
And that makes it interesting. The problem is, do the Bengals have anything to play for? No. Ravens Ravens are 7-point favorites here. This is still a good game. What do you think about this one?
I'm going to pick Baltimore, but too many points.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I would take the Bengals in the points in that one. I agree.
If Burrow's, they wouldn't play him though if he wasn't healthy.
The reports
there's no reason to.
The reports are he's looking pretty good. Now, what does that mean?
There would be no reason to play him.
Right. No.
So.
All right. Let's go for Bears and Eagles now. On Friday. I just realized this was on Friday.
Really weird.
Yeah, very weird. Black Friday. Huge game. Eagles are 8-3, and it feels like the world's falling.
Yeah.
Bears are 8-3, and everybody goes, "Oh my God, what's going on?" Philly's a 7-point favorite. I think this is a bizarre game here as well.
It is. I'm losing confidence in Philly every week.
Yeah,
there's something wrong. I don't know what it is.
It just feels like, and it has for weeks, that it's even when they were winning, it's like like internal problems.
Yeah, I don't think their offensive line is playing real well. It seems to me like Hurts he's scrambling around. He's not comfortable. I don't think the Bears can go in there and win because Philly's one of those teams. I don't think they'll have a hangover after that loss. I think they're mature enough and been through enough that they'll just, we blew that one, boys. Let's go get them.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel about them. But I can't take Philly to win by 7. I think it'll be close. The Bears are pretty good, and they're starting to believe in themselves. And Williams is playing good.
He is.
He's making some plays. He looks like an NFL quarterback for sure.
He does. Yep.
So they're tough.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bears in the points here.
Yeah, me too.
All right. San Francisco and Cleveland. Now we get into some lesser games here. Sunday goes San Francisco -5.5 at Cleveland. Cleveland does get a win last week. San Francisco also a win. I guess San Francisco is the play here. I don't know though. 5.5. This Cleveland team does have a great defense.
They do. Myles Garrett's unbelievable.
Yep.
God, he's wasting his career, isn't he?
I know. And just another guy. 41 degrees and rain. I think that favors the Browns.
It does. I tell a tremendous coaching job's going on in San Francisco.
I agree.
With all of the injuries that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And Purdy was terrible Sunday. He made.
Do you think Mac Jones would be a better option?
I don't know. He looked awful, I thought.
Yeah.
Boy. I got to go with the Niners.
Okay.
I can't take the Browns.
All right. I'll go with the Niners as well. I'm with you. All right. Let's go Jaguars and Titans next. Jacksonville -6.5 in this one. What do you got?
Well, I got some mad at them against Arizona. Was that who they played?
Yep.
Yeah. They blew that game. I thought they were going to lose it. They were ahead the whole game, and Lawrence made a terrible pass. About killed them. Anyway, they ended up winning. That's the name of the game. It's to win. Tennessee's not going to beat anybody.
Mm-mm.
Can they win? Can Jacksonville win by 6.5 against anybody but the Chargers?
I think they can against Tennessee. Give me Jacksonville.
Yeah, you have to take them.
All right. We were disappointed with the Colts last week. They are back home where they're undefeated. They take on a Texans team that's just average, as average can get.
They've won 3 in a row, though.
I know. Colts -4.5. That Texans defense is very good.
They're very good, and they're on a roll.
Mm-hmm.
I have no confidence in the Colts.
No.
I'm going to pick the Texans and the points.
Wow. All right. I'm going to take the Colts.
I kind of like Houston.
I do and I don't. Every time I get back on the bandwagon, they do something dumb. So
yeah, I'm not high on the Colts though.
All right, Saints and Dolphins next in an all-star matchup here. By the way, the Dolphins are 4-7. Go look at their schedule. They might win 8.
They might.
Miami -6 in this one. Who you got?
They have to cover that, don't they?
I think so.
God, New Orleans a terrible Sunday. Thank God I didn't watch much of it.
I mean, they are terrible.
They are.
Yeah.
I thought they might beat the Falcons, though.
No.
I did. I thought they might. It was awful.
Yep, it was bad. All right, Miami for both of us. Falcons, speaking of them, and the Jets. I'm going to go the Falcons once again this week.
Me too.
Okay. Let's do
I'm not betting it.
Must win for the Bucks, who are only a 3-point favorite against the hapless Cardinals.
That's because Mayfield's questionable.
Yeah, and that team is questionable. They're not very good right now.
What happened to them?
They look horrible.
They do.
What
defensively, what's going on?
Well, I don't think they're very good, honestly.
Yeah, they had played pretty well, though. I don't know. They just suddenly can't stop anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. What if he doesn't play?
I mean,
and he probably shouldn't.
I don't know.
He has a sprained shoulder. Shouldn't you give that another week?
Yes.
They're still fine as far as the playoffs go because the Panthers are probably going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I would play him unless somebody says, and you can't go along with him because he's going to say he can play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would play him, and then therefore I can't. Teddy Bridgewater's their backup.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't good.
Bridgewater versus Brissett.
Yeah, but Brissett has looked pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not losing games because of him.
No.
They just are losing games because they are the worst disciplined team. It's ridiculous, but they've been this way for 100 years.
Yeah, they're losing the games because of the Cardinals. Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
They're cursed.
Yep.
It don't matter who's coaching or nothing. They do the dumbest, stupidest stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I still don't think they're going to win, but I got to stay away from it. And if Mayfield suddenly is named the starter, you're not going to get 3 points. You're going to get 6 or 7.
True. Yeah.
So if you think he's going to play, I say you go ahead and put your bet in because you won't get that later on.
All right, let's go now to the Rams and the Panthers. The Rams are -10.5 in this one on the road. Panthers might beat them because here's what they do. They beat the teams they're not supposed to.
That's right. They'll definitely play it closer than 10.5.
Yeah, I'm taking the Panthers plus 10.5.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's the play.
Yeah.
The Rams may be the best team in football.
They look at right now. They
really look good. But their division has got the next two, maybe. Their division is tough, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I like the Rams. I mean, I like the Rams to win, but I'm going to take the Panthers to play that closer.
All right. Sounds good to me. Let's go now to Seattle and the Vikings. The Vikings are a shit show. Seattle, I mean, I don't think they're one of the best teams, but I do think they're a good team.
They're very good.
Yeah, -10.5. I would take Seattle in this.
I would too, because I don't think Minnesota can score. They look bad. Mm-hmm. Yep, give me the Seahawks.
All right, Seahawks for both of us. Bills and the Steelers next. The Bills are kind of Jekyll and Hyde. The Steelers kind of suck. Bills -3.5. Tricky.
Is Pittsburgh the worst 6-5 team you ever saw?
Yes.
But Buffalo can't win away from home.
No.
They're not. I don't know what's wrong with them. It's like they beat the Chiefs and that's it. They don't need to do anything else. I don't really know.
Yeah, newsflash. Chiefs aren't very good. You need to get back and win games.
Newsflash, you're 2 games behind in your division.
Right. Yeah.
And you've lost to that team. So you're not going to have a head-to-head thing either. So
yeah.
I think they get the ship right this week because Pittsburgh's going to get their attention and Allen will make enough plays. And I think I'm going to go ahead and take them.
Yeah, I think the Pittsburgh defense is pretty bad, obviously, and I think Allen makes enough plays. I'm with you on that one. All right, Chargers, speaking of bad, they take on the Raiders, who they might be the worst team in football. Well, no, Tennessee probably. But anyway.
It's close. It's close.
It is close. The Raiders are abysmal.
They're terrible.
Chargers -9.5.
Surely they will cover that.
I think so.
I think so.
Give me the Chargers. All right. AFC leading Denver Broncos are 6.5-point favorites on the road against the Commanders.
This is the leading team in the AFC. And I'm going to name the Eagles, 49ers, Seahawks, Rams, maybe throw Detroit and Green Bay in there.
Yeah.
Would you pick them to beat any of them on a neutral field?
No.
And that's when's the last time, other than the Chiefs, who I still think may end up coming through all this, when has the NFC been so much better than the AFC?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because Chiefs, Ravens, Bills haven't come through.
Yeah, it's flip-flopped.
Yeah.
The better teams are at the bottom, or well, not the Bills, but they're not.
Now there's a team we're going to talk about here in a second. But I mean, this Denver, they're 9-2, and I still don't believe in them.
I don't either. I think they win because Washington's just total mess.
Yeah, I like Denver to cover in the game.
I'm not sure I do, but they're going to win.
All right,
and I guess you're going to talk about the Patriots, and I forgot about them. So.
Yeah, I guess they are. Let's first talk about the game. New England's -7 at home against the Giants. I wouldn't be shocked the Giants cover because. I mean, the Giants are 2-10, and they could easily be 6-4.
Oh, they could.
Or not? 8-4, in my opinion.
Absolutely,
they find a way to lose every week. It's crazy.
Oh, it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look who the Patriots have beat. Real quick.
Okay, here I'll pull it up right here.
I got it.
Okay, good.
All right, they beat the Bengals.
Yeah.
They beat the Jets. They beat the Bucks. That's a good win because that was in Tampa.
Yep.
Falcons, Browns, Tennessee, New Orleans, Buffalo's a good win.
Yep.
Panthers. They lost to the Steelers. They beat the Dolphins, and they lost to the Raiders.
So they beat nobody.
Nobody.
Well, two good ones.
Tampa and Buffalo's good.
Yeah, that's on the road, both of them.
Yeah. So okay, but we can't really criticize what they're doing.
No.
Because they're just winning, and they're going to win this one.
And they're kind of starting to win in impressive fashion.
They are, and they're starting to get confidence. And their young quarterback is just really playing well. And they're just getting better and better and better.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go back on that. I don't think their schedule is very tough either. They got the Giants, they got the Bills, they got the Ravens, Yeah, they got the Jets and the Dolphins. So their last 5 games are
toughies.
They got 2 toughies. Yeah. Yep. And they got Buffalo at home. They got to go to Baltimore.
Okay.
So they win this one. That's 11, and they win 3 out of that's 14-3.
I know.
No, it's 13-4. Right?
No, it'd be 14-3 if they win all but one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
They're hosting. I mean, the Super Bowl runs through New England.
Well, yeah, they got they got home
field.
They go
14-3. Even if they go 13-4, it might.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I have to retract the statement because it's the dumbest one I ever made. I remember when we were going through all of it first of the year. I said, it'll be years before we hear from New Orleans again.
New England, yeah.
Or New England, yeah. That was brilliant.
Well,
I know, Vrabel's he's a great coach. He just does a really good job.
I was on with Patrick last week, and we had a caller call in talking about the Patriots. He's a big Patriots fan.
Uh-huh.
And he said, I'm realistic. I know they're not winning the Super Bowl this year, but how long is it going to take before you guys think they might? And Patrick and I are both like, I get the thought of they're not going to win it, but it's like, who's to say they can't at this point?
Exactly.
If they get to the position where they're hosting.
The whole key is
they might.
Is this kid for real?
Yeah. How's he going to look in the playoffs? Will he continue to look like
Will he continue to improve? Will he stay healthy?
Yeah.
All of that stuff down the line. Because the number one thing you got to have is a quarterback.
Yep.
It looks like they've got one.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure the coaching is better, and they've probably picked up some players along the way, but you got a guy that can sit back there and make plays, and you got to have one. So the pieces are there.
Well, I mean, I think kind of what it's going to come down to is like, can he beat Lamar or Josh Allen, which he has already, or Mahomes in the playoffs?
Yeah. He may not be able to yet.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not saying you just don't know how it's going to shake out right now. No. But what if it's the first round of the playoff? It's New England and Baltimore. Will they beat them? Even though it is in New England, I don't know.
I don't think Lamar's that good. What I would say the first round might be the Chiefs.
Could be them. Yeah.
I don't think they beat them.
Yeah.
If the Chiefs make the playoffs, that is. But yeah, see that you're right. That's the test. And he may not be ready quite to do that yet.
Yeah.
And they may not be ready.
But I'm telling you right now, they're not a long shot in this thing by far.
Oh no.
They're in with a shot, no doubt.
Yeah. I would like to know if Tennessee would like to have Vrabel back.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit.
There's sometimes you're just at a place too long.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody, you get tired of hearing the same stuff from your coach. So let's get a new one in there. That happens all the time.
Yep, it does. So. It does for sure. And that's probably what happened there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And they were kind of fading a little bit. They weren't as good as they were. And they were always one of those teams that they win like 10 or 11 every year. And they were in kind of a weak division. And then they wouldn't do much in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're judged on that. And in reality, getting to the playoffs was probably a major accomplishment. So.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. While we were talking, Car Ramrod gave me a little bit of perspective on the Blues here, trying to be positive. They aren't scoring at all, but at least they aren't bleeding goals like they were to start the year. True. Both goalies, I think, are playing well, actually, right now. 58 games left, 7 points out of a playoff spot. Painful to watch, but far from over. Right now, you convinced me that that's true right now.
Well, that's all true.
Okay. I feel better already. Let's get serious. Hold on. Let's get serious. I got to get this football out of here. Let's talk about something serious. Okay. Do you have any hope?
No.
Me neither.
Here's the problem. They got to pass 13 teams.
Yeah.
Not that many.
A lot of them, though, they're like 1 or 2 or 3 behind. So it's not going to be some task to pass a lot of teams.
Well, here's another problem.
The task is to win 2 in a row. That's the first thing.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
The other problem is they got to quit tying and not winning, because when you get to the playoffs and there's any kind of tiebreakers involved, it's total wins, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Regulation wins. Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to hurt unless you start winning some games.
All their wins are in regulation because they cannot win.
Oh, no.
So it doesn't matter.
The way this team is now, unless they make some sort of a move, there's just no hope.
Mm-mm.
But they've been in this position 2 out of the last 5 or 6 years, and they get to playing better. And it's been the same thing. You watch them and you go, God, this is awful.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly something happens and they turn it around, and they're boring.
This is about as low as I've been.
Well, there's nothing worse than to get in these tie games and you have no chance because you can't score.
Yeah. Well, and they're blowing leads, but they're blowing leads because they can't get the game, put the game away goal,
No. And you can see it coming.
Yeah. And that's what we
feel it.
We talked about that on the way home. They won when we were listening to them against the Islanders.
But it was a miracle.
And a goal was disallowed. And we kept saying, I I watch the NHL. I watch every team in the NHL. The difference is when you get up 2-0 or when you get up 4-2, those other teams get the next goal to put them up by further, or if the other team scores and cuts it to 1, you get the next goal. It's not like every team in the NHL gets up 2 goals, doesn't score anymore, and holds the lead. That's not what happens a lot. So the NHL it's a very tough league. So
it is. Well, it's so tough this year too, because if you'll look at the standings, I don't have time to research this. Well, I do, but anyway, it's too boring to do it. I've never seen so many ties.
Well, it's because the league is so competitive.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. I've never seen so many ties.
This league is very competitive right now.
Yeah, you look at these teams. Like Colorado's lost 1 game, but they got like 5 ties.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Well, the 2 teams I root for, and St. Louis is far and above, number 1.
Right.
And then there's a gap, and then it's Vegas, and then they're far and above everybody else.
They got like 6 ties, don't they?
7. My 2 teams are 0-13 in overtimes and shootouts.
Okay, that's even more incredible. If there's a team with that kind of talent, that has lost 7 overtime games.
0-7.
Well, Colorado, can you believe Colorado's lost 5 games in overtime with the talent they have?
Yeah. No. That'll even out, I think. That all evens out.
That's just nuts. So the league is very, very competitive.
From a standpoint of, being a huge Blues fan, depressing standpoint of watching the NHL each and every night, great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But,
And, there's some younger teams that have come on that we didn't think would, you didn't, like San Jose.
Yeah.
That used to be a gimme win when you put, the Blues never could beat them.
No, we can't beat them, but
we can't beat the bad teams. Even when we're good, we can't beat the bad teams.
Mm-hmm.
It's been our tradition for years. So but you got Seattle, San Jose, Anaheim.
Yep.
Chicago.
Yep. Chicago's better. Yep.
There's 4 teams. Ottawa.
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty good last year, but man, they're tough.
Tough. Yep.
Columbus.
Columbus is tough. Yep.
There's 6 teams. Pittsburgh wasn't thought much of.
Yeah, and I think they'll come back down to earth. I don't think they're. I don't believe in them just yet.
You can lump them as a surprise because they're always pretty good.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of teams that we just named off that were horseshit last year that are winning.
Mm-hmm.
They have winning records.
Yep.
I mean, you go to Seattle, you better play.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Jaden Schwartz, 8 goals, like 13, 14 assists.
Well, I mean, Ivan Barbashev, 10 goals with Vegas. I mean, it's
never would have thought in 100 years Ivan Barbashev would have 10 goals.
He's a stud.
Really, really impressive. It really is.
Want to bring this up. Dan says worst beat betting hockey last week. Utah Mammoth up 2-1 versus Anaheim. Ducks score with 5 seconds left, then win it in overtime. I had the Ducks bet. Patrick had the Ducks bet. John White had the Ducks bet, and we were all crying. The Ducks were generating no chances, and then get a goal with 5 seconds left. So sorry, Dan, you were on the wrong side of what we thought was an incredible game.
It happens.
And then the Ducks made an incredible play in overtime to get the goal. So very good.
It's
very, very good.
Yeah. No, that's a sick feeling when that happens too.
Yeah.
You sit there the whole game and you think, I've got it. Last night I had
and the Mammoth were ahead the whole game. Yeah.
Yeah. Last night I had the Heat 8.5 over the Mavericks. Okay. Dallas is terrible. And it was in Miami. They're up 10, 12, 13, 6, 7 minutes left in the game. And you're thinking, okay, most NBA teams pull away a little bit when they're better than the other team. So I was messing around. I was following on the computer. I was messing around. I turn it back. It's down to 4.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that kill me.
Yeah, I know.
They've been ahead a good safe amount, right around the 8-point thing the whole way. They stretched it out like good teams do. And you think, okay, they're going to come through. And then they don't. And there's no way. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's just betting, no matter what you do.
It's just
betting,
insane.
for sure.
And it just pisses you off sometimes.
All right, final question. Should we trade Jordan Kyrou? Is it time?
Well, yes.
I think so.
The problem is, will somebody take him with that salary, or we have to pay some of the salary?
No, there's so many problems because also he has a no trade clause, so he's going to have.
That's a really big problem right there. Yes, but now why would he not want to be traded?
I don't know. He's making a lot of money, and he doesn't have to do anything for it. So just keep.
Yeah, but wouldn't he get sick of this bitching about him?
I don't know. I know.
And his agent would have something to do with it, wouldn't
It's depressing. It's just depressing that we just keep having to have this conversation every year. I just sick of it.
Well,
Thomas Buskevich.
They don't, Armstrong doesn't make very many mistakes. He hasn't over the years. His track record's good.
He made a couple here,
and he did. They over-evaluated these guys, thinking they were the centerpiece of the franchise of the future.
Yep.
And they missed.
Yep.
They just missed. And they wanted to make sure they locked him up because they believed in him. And okay, you make mistakes sometimes. You just misjudge talent sometimes. And that's what happened. And now we're stuck.
Mm-hmm. I still believe in Thomas, but he's not a first-line centerman, and that's
not an 8. What are they paying him? $8 million?
Yeah, like a little over 8, and he's
not an $8 million.
He's a good, exactly. He's a good player. He's not.
He's a $4 million guy.
Yep. No, 100%.
The thing is, I don't think anybody would have ever given him that kind of money.
I have no idea on that. I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. And I am not going to criticize Armstrong because I've seen him make trades that have been unbelievable.
Yeah.
And he's been pretty right. And, sometimes you just guess wrong. Because I don't think anybody can argue that Kyrou has talent.
Oh, no, yeah.
Thomas, I agree with you on that. I don't know.
I tell people all the time, if you combined Thomas and Kyrou, you'd have a great player.
Yeah.
Because I think Thomas will do the little things. I do. I think Thomas is a very consistent with effort. I just don't think he's incredibly gifted.
No, he's not dynamic. He's not.
I think Kyrou is dynamic, and it is what it is. So.
Kyrou, for some reason, is one of those guys. You see it that just can't consistently do it.
No,
can't cut it loose.
All right, I'm going to go drink myself to death thinking about this. So we're going to get out of here.
Well, they don't play tonight.
I know. I can't do any more of this talk, though. I just can't.
You take it way too serious.
Well, and then, you're going to go to New Jersey, and there's very little. Anyway, we're not getting into it. Okay,
no
we got to get out.
In that game.
We got to get out of here. They could. Okay. Yeah. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. It's a great day for sure. I think Blinkers Off will be tomorrow at some point, and then that's it for the week.
Why did we do this today?
What's that?
Why did we do this today?
I've got things I've got to do tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine.
And I just thought
it makes no difference to me. So
yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, good luck, everybody, this week. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully there's no fights at Thanksgiving with family members. Hopefully everybody behaves.
That's a nice thing to say.
All right. Well, I'm in a bad mood now. Oh, gosh.
Are you anticipating a fight Thursday?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, maybe you know something I don't know.
No, I don't.
I would think it would be very.
That wasn't directed towards me or you. That's just
right.
Maybe other people. Who knows? There might be people that fight during Thanksgiving.
I've heard that before. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
In my family, our family, I don't remember having a fight.
No.
Maybe after you get home, you might have one, but
right. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks everybody for joining us. Have a good rest of your week and into the weekend, and we'll see you right back here next week. Hopefully, when we're back, OU is in a playoff position. Keep your fingers crossed. All right, see you next week, guys.
This is due to bet